We've come to Mexborough now, in South Yorkshire, to the fantastic lofts of Ken Hanby. Good afternoon, Ken.
Good afternoon, Keith.
How long have you been in sport?
Since 1962 we started racing again. I did fly pigeons as a youngster before I went in the army, but then left it for several years.
Yeah, because your dad was a fancier, was he?
Yeah, my father flew way back in the 1936s, from 30 up to 40. And then when he retired from work in 1962, we started up again, and myself and my brother joined him at that time.
Yeah. What sort of racing do you like?
Distance racing.
All long distance. Was your dad long distance?
Yeah.
What's one or two of your best performances?
First amalgamation, 12,000 birds from Falaise. 14th Open, Saints National, 536 mile. Well, there's so many. I mean, we've won 5 RPRA awards for distance.
Yeah, brilliant. So what's your favourite race point? Distance?
Saints.
Saints, yeah. And how far Saints?
536.
Yeah, just a nice day race, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is a nice pigeon. Ken, what's this one?
He scored at Nantes in the Northern Classic. He scored twice at Saints in the National. He's won the North East 700 mile club Saints. And he was 38th Open in the National Flying Club from Saints.
Wonderful looking pigeon. What family is he?
He's my old Desmond Stickleboat family.
What system has he raced on?
Widowwood.
Yeah, is that just pure like normal sort of widowwood?
Yeah. I've tried him once on natural, he just won't have it.
So you raced the widowwood system then, Ken?
Yes.
Is that Cox?
Yeah, I've raced since 1968. I've raced my Cox Widowwood.
Yeah, no hens.
This last 2 seasons I've started racing the hens celibate. On odd occasions I've had a few naturals and the hens have performed well, so I decided that it was a bit of a waste, so
yeah,
I've raced them celibate this last 2 years.
Do you pair them up at all for the long distance?
No.
Not at all?
No. Sometimes they do pair together, but it doesn't seem to matter.
How many widowwooders do you keep?
I normally start off with about 27, if that's how many I've got left.
Yeah. And when do you pair them up?
Any time after the 14th of February. If it's warm enough, then. If it's cold, I wait until it warms up a bit.
Yeah. How do you get them on the system?
Well, it varies. I'm not hard and fast. Some years I will rear a youngster off them. Some years I haven't even reared off them, put them straight on widowwood and away.
Yeah. What sort of corn do you feed them? Do you break them down?
No, I don't believe in breaking pigeons down because I'm only interested in distance racing.
Yeah.
If you want a car to run, you have to put petrol in it.
Yeah. So what sort of mix do you use in?
Basically a widowwood mix. I mix my own, but it's very much similar to the other widowwood mixes.
Yeah. What's their build-up for the long distance racing? What's the typical build-up for a pigeon?
Training-wise?
Yeah, training-wise.
Well, myself and Mick McGrevy have a training system whereby we go down to approximately 60-70 miles twice a week. He goes one day, I go the next. And we just take his time, single them up, play about with them. Yeah.
Do you use the short distance races for training?
I do give them 2, possibly 3 inland races.
This is Ken's very smart 40-foot racing loft. It's self-built. It has 3 sections for widowwood pigeons and 3 sections for young birds. The pigeons are trapped through Sputniks from training, but on race days he's got his own unique way of trapping them. This is Ken's unique way of trapping the pigeons on race days. The whole Sputnik trap falls forward, makes it into a landing board.
That makes it open door flying.
Absolutely, Ken.
When I'm training, obviously, I'm not here, so the widowwood cocks come in for the traps and they can't get out again.
Yeah.
But on race days, they fly straight through, straight to the nest box, and it's like open door trapping.
Brilliant system, mate. Very ingenious.
Yeah. Plenty of people have copied it, but I've never seen it done by anybody that hasn't seen it previously.
This is the sea inside one of Ken's widowwood sections. Each section has 9 nest boxes and there's a sand litter on the floor. This is a scene inside the corridor of the loft. All the cocks are watered from the outside of the partitions through these little trapdoors to save disturbing them. There's a lot of thought gone into Ken's loft. A very ingenious fancier. This is another class looking pigeon. Ken, what's this one?
This is one of the hens I've put back on the road. As a youngster, she was 5th in the gold scheme ring race. I put her back on the road as a 3-year-old, and she was second open from Wrens in the Northern Classic, winning a good sum of money plus a new T3 clock. Plus she's had 1 or 2 other prizes.
What family is she?
This is of the Van Reet family. I only have 2 pair, which I purchased a few years ago from Tony Marden. I've not managed to get them above 400 mile as yet, but they're quite good up to 400 mile.
What families of pigeons you keep then, Ken?
Well, 90% of the pigeons are the old Marcel Desmond stickleboats. I have a few Van Reets, which I've got up to 400 mile, but the other ones are the ones that do the distance.
Yeah. What do you look for when you bring a pigeon in then?
Well, very rarely I bring one in actually, but when I do, I'm just looking for its background. It has all got to be distance blood.
Yeah. How many stock birds do you keep?
At the moment I've got 15 pair.
Yeah. Are they pigeons you brought in, or are they pigeons at retired races?
Most of them are retired races,
Yeah.
or sisters and brothers to retired races.
The best pedigree, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
These are Ken's stock birds, which are kept in an old garage with a nice big wire flight which is built on the back. During the winter months, these pigeons are locked out in the aviary for 23 hours a day, only allowed to go inside for 1 hour to feed. How many young birds do you breed each season, Ken?
Usually about 50 for myself.
Yeah. And do you like young bird racing?
I think they need racing for their education, but I'm not bothered whether they score or not.
Yeah.
I like to take them all down to the coast,
Yeah.
which is approximately 200 mile.
So it's purely educational, really.
Yeah. Any prizes I get there are a bonus.
How about training?
3 times a week, usually 35 approximately miles.
Yeah. What'd you feed them on?
Same as the widowers exactly, on a widowed mix.
Another nice pigeon, Ken. What's this one?
This again is the Desmond stickleboats. This hen is only a yearling, and she won first section Pontisson in the National Flying Club Old Hens race.
Fantastic performance, mate. And she's on widowed, was she?
She was flying celibate,
Yeah. How far's Pontisson?
340 mile.
You've got a few jobs in the sport then, Ken. You just retired as president of the National Flying Club, I believe.
Yeah, that's true. I've just done my 3 years service,
Yeah.
as you would call it.
What a great honour.
It is a great honour, yes, but it's much harder work than people think.
Yeah.
In the past I've been president of the South Yorkshire Amalgamation, which covered 16,000 pigeons in the races, but it was nothing like as hard as the National Flying Club.
No.
And at the moment I'm president of the Northern Classic, which obviously is an all-Northern club.
Yeah.
The National Flying Club, as far as I'm concerned, is the greatest club there is. And it's the only national flying club there is in Great Britain. There's too many people at this stage claiming they've got first nationals that are in other specialist clubs, which in fact are not first nationals. There's only one first national, and that's in the National Flying Club. And obviously to win that is the greatest honour that you can attain in Britain.
Absolutely.
On the South Road.
Yeah. I agree there, mate. Well, Ken, thank you very much for being around today. It's been a great honour to look at your pigeons. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, thank you.
Two